Hi guys, thanks for joining me on today's Power of My Voice with your girl T. And today we will be talking about my perspective of love and what I perceive of what my meaning of what I believe love is, and my new knowledge and understanding of what I believe love is. Now there's two ways of going about this, and I'm going to explain the first part and then explain the second part. The first part of this will be what I call superficial or surface love. And this is the type of love that we've all been living in and procreating in and obsessed with, fighting so hard to try and always make it work and wondering why it's not working. That's because it's surface level. It's not supposed to last. It evaporates after a minute. The sun hits that 5-10 minutes, it's gone. You need that deep spiritual kind of love. Kind of love where the sun will be hitting on that, trying to burn it off, and it never dries out. Yeah. Now, what I wrote down, I'll read down what I wrote down first, yeah, and then we'll go off it. So I wrote, the love we have, pardon me, the love we have been using to procreate or aim to procreate with is not enough to okay. Bear with me. The love we have been using to procreate or aim to procreate with is not enough substance to sustain anything meant for a lifetime. That's part one of love. That's the kind of love we've been dealing with, yeah? Or people are still dealing with. And now people are fighting, trying to make a relationship work and wondering why it's not working. That's because you're using the wrong kind of love to try and make this work. It's not deep like that. It's surface level. Now the kind of love that makes and withstands everything is this kind of love. And this is what I wrote. The love we need to activate and procreate with is of a higher level, value, and source. It's a type of love we only see in Lifetime movies. Now, what I mean by Lifetime movies, I'm an old schooler. I used to watch these kind of cute, nice, romantic films. And I used to think, oh, it's so cute. Look at these two, meant to be. Like that Princess and the Frog, Cinderella stuff, all that stuff. Magical, it's cute. But then I got to understand that it's illustrated as magical because that's how it feels. It feels surreal. It doesn't feel what's the word? Tangible. It feels like it's can't be reached, it can't be touched, it doesn't exist. It does exist, but we have been led to believe that that doesn't exist, and we should stop fantasizing and stop trying to even think of that ever happening, because it's never going to happen. Truth is, it's happening and it's real. These are the kind of relationships that now people are trying to run down, like people like Jada and Will Smith. Look, they have unconditional love. The kind of shit that they've been going through, it might not look pretty, it might not be nice, people will try and shun them, but how many of you can deal with your man's or woman's bullshit like the way they've been dealing with their bullshit? Come on. How can you get cheated on and forgive your people? Can you get what mistreated and forgive your person? Forgiveness is a big thing. Do you understand? And what I mean by the kind of love that they have, obviously there's a degree to the level of disrespect you take within a relationship and the amount of times you're going to forgive someone. There's things that you forgive and forget, and there's things that you just forgive and keep it moving. There's things that you don't forget. And I encourage forgiveness. Now I encourage forgiveness. Back in the day, when I say back in the day, I mean last year, 2019. I didn't believe in forgiveness. I was like, fuck forgiveness. Who does that? Why am I gonna forgive anyone? For what reason? What have they done for me? Nothing. But I've come to realize that forgiveness is not for the individual that done you wrong. It's a process for yourself to forgive the person and forgive yourself for putting yourself in that mess, for one, and for two, tolerating that BS. So yeah, my perspective of love is we should now, especially now, given the type of environment that we're living in, we don't even know if we, as a human race, will be existing within the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. We don't know that. Corona could hang about and kill us off, or slowly, for all we know. I don't know. A next virus could come about that we don't know about. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying is, if you're going to try and at least fulfill your purpose, we were born to love. We were never born to hate. We were never born to procreate with pain and anger and rage and, all that not so nice stuff. We were born to help each other, nurture each other, support each other. That's what being human is about, showing true compassion. And we've been misconstruing compassion. We should be giving compassion to our friends and our families, not who we perceive as our lover. That's not your lover, it's your friend, and you're treating them like your lover when really and truly they're not. Your lover is somewhere waiting for you spiritually, and it's that lack feeling that you feel even when you have everything. It's just your yin or your yang, whatever you want to call them. It's that other half of you that's missing, and that's who you need to be seeking for, not your friends who you think you love them because they treat you so well and they whatnot. No, that's not love. That's compassion. Borderline something else, but I won't get into that right now. But anyway, I hope I've kind of come off clearly on what it is I was intending to speak on. But I just want everyone to really start coming to back to the core purpose of what being human is about, and that's having, number one, compassion, and number two, love, understanding, and what's the other word? Clear intention. Yeah? So if we can all start doing some of these things slowly. I'm not saying it like it's easy. I'm only human. I make my own mistakes, and I'm not perfect. 100, I'll tell you that. I've made a ton of mistakes, but I'm on my own. Things are changing, let's just say that. Anyway, yeah, let's have clear, pure intentions for each other, instead of having malicious intentions towards each other, because all we're gonna keep on doing is procreating more hate, more anger, more worry, more anxiety, more depression, more mental illnesses. Come on, there's so much going on around the world. Like, we don't need to be turning against each other at this point. Like, it don't make sense. Like, come on. Whatever's happening around the world is bigger than all of us, and the only way we're going to beat what's going on around the world is if we come together, and the way we come together is by expressing true love, joy, and light. Okay? Peace out. Thank you for joining me. Your girl T.